This is Storytelling with Puppets, and the story this time is called Who's Hungry? And it comes from this book by Dean Hacohen and Scharschmidt. And the way I like to do this story in a storytime setting with puppets is as a follow-up. So first I will read the book to the kids, showing them the pictures, and the book is very simple. It starts off with the question, who's hungry? It shows an animal, rabbit, and the food they eat, and then you turn the half page and so that the animal gets to eat the food. So it goes on like that with the seal and the fish, and there's a horse and some hay and a monkey and a banana. When the book finally ends, it sort of turns it around on the kids and asks what they would like to eat or if they're hungry, and gives them some kid food, and we'll do that too with the puppets. So when I'm done with the book, I'll put it down and then I'll say, you know, that was interesting to hear what all those animals like to eat, but I have some puppets in my bag and some food for them. Should we see who's in here? Okay, the first one, so you're really getting a lot of interaction, just like the book really asks, kind of leads to interaction with the kids guessing or talking about the food that the animals eat, and that can be continued with the puppets. So the first animal, let's see if you can guess who it is. I will just show you this animal's tail. Who do you think that is? Yes, it's a monkey. Yes. And there was a monkey in the book too. Do you remember what the monkey in the book ate? Let's see. That's right, a banana. You ready to eat your banana, monkey? Okay, here he goes. And that's what monkey likes to eat. So the rest of the story is pretty much the same. It's popping out an animal, and you can play around with that a little bit by showing a little piece of him or giving verbal clues, and then pop out the animal, present the food, and have them eat it. But I do like to, besides just repeating what's in the book, I like to expand on that a little bit. So the next animal will be also one that I use in the that appears in the book. So let's see who else likes to eat stuff. Who is this? Can you guess who this is? Is its mane? Yes, it's a horse. Does anybody remember what the horse ate in the book? And people, there'll be enough kids usually who will remember that in the book the horse eats hay. Okay, should we see if there's some hay here? Let's see, what is a horse going to eat? Does that look like hay? Oh no, what's that? A carrot. So you're getting a lot of feedback and interaction with the kids. It's a carrot. Horse, do you like carrots? Do you guys think horses like carrots? They do. Horse, you can eat this carrot too. So horses like hay, but they also like carrots. So horse and monkey were in that book. Let's find out. Let's see if there are some other animals who are not in the book. So before we do that, just going back to horse, I do like to use the book, and horse did eat hay, kind of mix it up a little bit, expanding their thinking a little bit, that it's not just one animal eating one food. Animals eat different foods. Some animals eat foods that other animals eat, and then we get on to animals they didn't see in the book. Okay, who is this next animal? I'll give you a hint, and here's where instead of just giving the visual hints, you can also give verbal hints to keep the kids interacting with the book. This next animal is very tall. Who do you think that is? Yes, it's a giraffe. That's right. And what do you think a giraffe eats? And you can get some guesses, and a lot of times the guesses will be things other than what it is, and that's fine. You can just say things like, oh, that's a good guess, but this giraffe is going to eat leaves. Is that right? That's right. Okay, who's the next animal? Let's see, the next animal we're going to have is... Who's that? Can you guess? It's a bear. Do you know what bears eat? Bears eat lots of different things, and they might guess different things that bears eat, like berries or things like that. But this bear eats a fish. That's right. Here you go, bear. You can eat that fish. And now, again, you can bring it back to the book, because in the book there was a seal who ate a fish. So I would kind of prompt the kids. Now that bear eats a fish, do you guys remember in the book who ate the fish? And some of them will and some of them won't. So it's just kind of taking that concept of animals and eating and playing around with it and exercising their memories and their imaginations with it. Oh, here's another one. I bet you guys know this one. What does this animal like to eat? Wait, who is it? It's a frog. Do you guys know what frogs like to eat? Flies, yes. Zzz, eat the frog. Eat the fly, frog. Zzz, oops, he missed it. And you can play around with this a little bit. Eat the fly, frog. Zzz, he keeps missing that fly. They're harder to catch than you think. Zzz. Yep, the frog ate the fly. And so, oh, here's a fun one I like to do. Then you can have a challenge that's more of an animal that they're less familiar with. So who's our next animal? Let's see. I wonder if you guys know this one. There's part of it. Do you know what that is? It's a bat. Yes. Do you guys know what bats eat? Bats eat a lot of different things, but this one is going to eat. This one is going to eat. Zzz. Do you know what that is? That is a mosquito. It's a really cool mosquito puppet. Really not in proportion to the bat in any way, but fun enough, and it's easy for them to see. Yes, mosquitoes buzz around and sometimes sting us. Bats are great at eating mosquitoes. Well, those are all the animals we have in our bag right now. But remember how that other book ended? These animals like to eat their food. What would you guys like to eat? And then you might get a little feedback, but before it goes too far. Oh wait, I know. Let's see if you guys like to eat what the animals. Would you like to eat, and here's a way to sort of review the animals you just did. Would you like to eat what a bat eats? Would you eat a mosquito? No. Oh, maybe you would like to eat what a frog eats. Would you eat a fly? No. How about what a giraffe eats? Would you guys eat leaves? No, leaves wouldn't be good for you either. Wait a minute. How about what a horse eats? Would you guys eat a carrot? Carrots are good. And a bear eats fish. Do some of you eat fish? And some will and some won't. And how about that monkey? Do you remember what the monkey eats? The banana. That would be very good to eat too. So that is the story of who eats. And I just sort of end it right there. And as you can tell with this book, whatever puppets you have and you have a food to go with it, you can use prop food, you can use real food if you have it. It doesn't have to be proportional in sizes. But the main idea is to start with the very straightforward premise of the book. Follow that up in the beginning with in the same sort of way, and then stretch it a little bit with more unusual animals, different foods, more surprises, and kind of expand the book by following it up with puppets. So that's how you tell, that's the story of Who's Hungry as a follow-up, and that's one way you can tell it